2024 December monthly service. I will speak in English. Please bear with my English. Today's theme is we don't live by our own power. We are kept alive by something great. I think we have both English and Japanese, so please take a look. I often work as an interpreter at many hospitals and clinics in Honolulu, often for patients with cancer. I've also served as an interpreter on several occasions for people undergoing kidney transplants. In Japan, kidney transplants can only be performed between a married couple or among immediate family members, but it seems that it is difficult to find family members or relatives who are willing to donate a kidney. However, in the US, as long as your blood type matches with the donor and age is not a factor, you can receive a kidney for a transplant. For this reason, many people from Japan come to Hawaii in the hopes of receiving a kidney transplant. Most people seeking transplants have kidneys that have no longer function properly, maybe kidney failure, and are in dialysis. Transplants are possible up to age 60, as long as you're in good health with the dialysis and the kidney function is still working, and those who are tolerable. If a kidney donor is available at Queen's Medical Center, the patient must be flown from Japan to Hawaii within 24 hours for the transplant surgery to take place immediately. Either way, I truly believe how grateful we should be to be able to live healthier with our own bodies. We are so busy, we keep up with our daily schedules, working as hard as our bodies can handle, and we tend to take for granted that we are healthy. What if one day you're suddenly diagnosed with an illness, a serious illness? You suddenly realize that the body you thought was yours is not really yours. Even though it is your body, you cannot cure the illness by yourself. We can't even heal a minor injury or illness on our own. This body is something that we are given by God, and we are borrowing it. We are kept alive by something great, which is, that is God apparent, who created this world and human beings. When the COVID pandemic was spreading time, I was infected. I think it was a relatively mild case, but I lost my sense of taste. You cannot smell the coffee unless you put your nose really close to coffee. When I ate my dinner, losing my sense of smell, I couldn't taste anything. So it was a complete tasteless meal. Even I see food that looks so delicious, it only looks like something from a picture, like a photograph. And when I put it in my mouth, it all has no flavor, just like eating a paper. It was the first time I had ever experienced such a thing. I was worried about what I would do if it continues to be in this state for the rest of my life. Well, however, after about 2-3 days later, my fever came down and I gradually regained my sense of smell, and my sense of taste returned to normal day by day. And I remember feeling so much relieved. Until then, I have taken it for granted that I could taste and enjoy the food. In the Osashizu, with human beings, the body is a thing lent by God, thing borrowed from God. The mind alone is yours. God gave us the free use of our mind. Because it is a body that we have borrowed from God, we're able to wake up in the morning, we can hear the birds chirping, smell the morning coffee, and everything we eat and drink nourishes the body while the waste is excreted. At night, we can breathe and sleep well. Being grateful for those ordinary days and saying thank you as you go through them is what's important. Our destiny is created by our daily use of our own mind. How we use our mind is a key that determines our happiness or unhappiness. Therefore, always remembering to say thank you and having an appreciative mind will help you keep your body healthy. So say thank you in your mind and out loud to every part of your body. But filling your heart with gratitude, by filling your heart with gratitude, there is no room for anxiety or worries about the future, and positive thoughts will come to mind. Before, I was always complaining and being dissatisfied in my thoughts. But since I started practicing this thank you power and repeatedly saying thank you in my mind, only good things had started to come to my mind. Now I feel like my days are filled with happiness and joy. There are also difficult and sad days, but I still try to say thank you many times. From the Mikagura Uta, it says, illness originates from the mind. We can clear the dust from our mind by performing the service, by saying thank you to God in the morning and evening, and clearing the dust from our mind and purifying our soul. Then we can protect our bodies from illness and good health. In the Ofudesaki, it reads, if only the dusts are cleanly swept away, then I shall work marvelous salvation. Thank you very much. Well, I just want to add a little bit about Miss Yasue Uegawachi, who passed away last month in November. I think she hasn't been coming this past 2 months for the Tsukinami sign. She said, I don't feel really, my body is not there, and so her health was kind of declining. So only those past 2 months she couldn't make it for this Tsukinami sign, and finally November was the first week of November, I think she passed away. And what I recall about her, she was always very appreciative person that, for instance, she had Meals on Wheels delivered to her house every day. It's an American food, like a local food. And she's from Japan. Her taste is totally with Japanese taste, but she was always saying, "Nandemo oishii." It's very delicious. She hardly ever complained about the food. "Itsumo oishii, oishii." And the day that she passed away, her niece, who was taking care of her in Hawaii, she lives in Hawaii, and her daughter, they were visiting her almost every day and talking to her, and she was doing fine, no pain or anything. She had a bladder cancer. And she had a surgery 2 times, and the 3rd time, again, the cancer spread, metastasized, but it was it was too hard for the doctor to do the surgery, and because of her age too. So the doctor said maybe she can just keep it, until her last day or something. But she hasn't had any pain or suffering. She was eating every day, she said, and drinking. And the last day was her niece and the daughter came to see her, and they were having a conversation, and then she passed away. So this is a really wonderful the last final day for her. For we all wish that we can die without suffering. So, well, she was such a very thankful woman, always saying thank you. So she's our model. Yeah, thank you very much.